So to kick us straight off, I'm hoping this clicker's going to work now. Here we go. So I'm going to ask for a volunteer, and I'm going to ask for someone wearing blue, as in the degree students, for a specific reason. So anyone want to come on down? Just do me a little favour. Just say yes. Not asking for too much. Come on down. This is all part of the deal. Down you come. Oh, thank you. Yeah. This is for you, and you'll be pleased to know that is it. In there is £5, because the students in the room will know that student finance doesn't drop till Monday. Just trying to help him through until that point. But also, there's some celebrations, courtesy of the staff team who left him in the room upstairs. Thank you very much. Go and take a seat. So the idea behind that really was literally the point of he said yes, he volunteered, it's a safe environment. I was never going to ask him to do something he wasn't comfortable doing. So I'm going to talk a little about investment now, and as you can see from my slide, we've kind of got time and we've also got money. Without meaning to scare the level 6s in the room, just 38 weeks remaining, guys, just saying. And for the level 4s, you might think that 150 weeks looks like a really long time, but just ask one of the level 5s, that soon flies by. And as you can see, student debt, perhaps a political topic, I'm not going to go into it now, but you can see it's a pretty heavy financial investment. So that's the investment side of things, and I think we've got a slight change in how university and degrees are perceived. So you might have previously thought that it was a single track. You get your degree, you finish your degree, and you're off into the land of employment. However, there's plenty of factors which would suggest that maybe that's no longer the case. As you can see, we've got an increase in retirement age, so less workforce cycles because people are staying in work for longer. We've got an increase in global population. Even I can do the maths, more people, more challenges for jobs. And finally, you've got a higher number of graduates. And as I mentioned, perhaps maybe 5 to 10 years ago, if you had an undergraduate degree, it would stand you in really good stead and help you stand out from the crowd. But actually, as more people get those, perhaps the value starts to drop. So 75 applicants per vacancy is the current stat. So for every job that gets posted, there'll be 75 applicants. Just to give you a couple of visualizations of that is everyone on the FBL program. Level 4, 5, 6. We're all competing for one job. Or you can pick a starting 11 out of 825 players. So we can see here we've got loads and loads of competition. So when our train does come to the end of the undergraduate study track, maybe we need to take a slightly different approach. As you can see, Paddington Bear, obviously other films are widely available. But this is a split approach. So we're studying as well as getting as much experience and taking as many opportunities as we can. So that when we do get to the end of the level 6 program here, we've given ourselves more opportunities than we would if we take more of a single track approach. I was having a conversation with the CEO of the Big Youth Group and a member of the Youth Parliament, casually as you do, around challenges facing young people today. And this was the key thing that came from that, was we're going to call it the experience cycle. Trying to get a job without experience is really hard. People don't want to give you jobs without experiences, but you can't get experiences without having a job. I know, mind-boggling. So how can we get experiences? And as we had from our volunteer at the beginning here, maybe it's around saying yes to the opportunities which are available specifically as part of this degree program. Perhaps those of you that are looking to go and study on the program as well. So it's around saying yes. It's around having an investment mindset. It's around making sure that you really take every opportunity available to you and you invest that time and money really, really well. So volunteering. I'm perfectly aware that some people in the room may see volunteering as this. If anyone knows that lady, by the way, she's very, very famous, top search on Google. So this is someone of a retirement age, volunteering in a charity shop, unpaid work. Might be your current perceptions, absolutely fine if it is. However, my challenge to you is, does it look a little bit more like this? This is the LinkedIn account of a good friend of mine who's recently landed himself a very nice job. I won't disclose what that is. But as you can see, they've studied a 2+1, the same as our FBL program, and has managed to get plenty of volunteering experience along the way, and now works at Surrey FA. So he's got himself a job in football, which is exactly what he wanted. And volunteering really helped himself along the way. But I guess volunteering isn't simply just saying yes. It isn't simply just volunteering at the local charity shop, or volunteering to pick up the cones for your local football team. It can also be more of a mindset, and it's actually something much wider. So in goal, for my little five-a-side team here, increase employability. Is your mindset to take the opportunities that are available to you, as I said, particularly those on a St Mary's programme, to increase your employability, to help you stand out from the crowd, to make you the one in the 75. Went for a good formation here, I think. Nice little diamond. So number 2 is around career exploration. Now, my own personal journey, I started out playing football, was never going to make it, let's be realistic. However, when that dream sadly came to an end, I just fell into coaching, as it seems that most of us do. And it was actually whilst I was coaching and volunteering within that I fell into football development, which is where my long-term career aspirations now lie. So perhaps actually volunteering in this idea of a mindset for investment is around getting as much exposure to as many different types of careers, maybe in football, maybe outside, so that when you do get to the end of your studies, you've got yourself plenty of options and you know exactly where you're heading. Going into midfield, networking. LinkedIn is just one example, but actually it's around the opportunity today. The guys will be staying around afterwards. I wouldn't recommend coming to speak to me, but definitely them. To make the most of the people in front of you, share their knowledge, and perhaps they've got other networks as well. Demonstrating motivation. I was volunteering for a local county FA back home, go on Somerset. And the guy said to me, actually, if you do this amount of work for us for free, imagine what you would do if I started to pay you. Now, naturally, my first thought was, well, why aren't you paying me? But that's beside the point. It's actually around demonstrating the motivation that you have for the role. And it's exactly that. If we go back to trying to help yourself to stand out, you know, people want the best. That's the natural side of the fact that there's so many people applying for so few roles. They can really pick the best of the best. Finally then, my Tammy Abrahams is around personal development. And it's much wider than simply increasing your employability. It's around developing your CV, your network, and it's actually just around developing you as a person. University is a fantastic opportunity. Definitely, like, hands down, the best experience of my life, and I hope that others that have had the same experiences will agree with me. So it's really around taking all the opportunities ahead of you. Not to scare you again, but these are the times left for level 4, 5, and 6 students. As I said, it goes by very, very quickly. For the level 6s, 38 weeks left. How are you going to use your investment mindset to make the most of the opportunities ahead of you? Contact information, like as many followers as possible would be great, because, you know, that's loads about social status, isn't it? But you can contact me. There's a range of voluntary opportunities, rather, that I'll happily signpost you through to, from the New Society to, you know, being a programme rep, particularly the new level 4 students. I can share my experiences there with you. Please do get in touch. I've been told to stop. Thank you very much.